I'm Matt.
I'm Shane.
And if you like what you hear, make sure you hit that thumbs up button real hard, and make sure you subscribe to Comic Movie Marks.
And also click that little bell for all of the notifications.
Whee!
Always remember,
if Trailer Trash can do it,
anyone can do it.
Hello and welcome everyone to another Comic Movie Marks video. Matt here, solo once again. Shane again is very busy, and so I really wanted to talk about some of these things that we've gotten from the Batman, some of the set photos, and of course Matt Reeves showing us the new Batmobile, and a couple other rumored topics. So a lot of different set photos have come out. They obviously did the camera test, and they knew eventually they would be filming outside. That's why they did the camera test, to avoid any leaks of the suit early. And of course, we see this stunt actor doing a lot of motorcycle work. Some of the funny things about this is that the cowl, again, I don't really care too much for the cowl, and a lot of people are saying this is obviously a stunt cowl. It's more of a helmet than anything, not what the actual cowl looked like. There's obviously markers on his face. They're obviously going to probably do some changes to his face to make it more look like Pattinson. I still don't care too much for the cowl. I actually referred to this Batman as Butterface Batman. Honestly, I love the way the suit looks. I love the logo. I love everything about it, except for the face.
He's fuck ugly. Or he doesn't want you to see his face because he's fuck ugly.
Also, in some of those set photos that we saw, we see the gauntlets, and he's got some of these pins going across his wrist there into his forearm. Very unique style. I'm not sure if these are just for defense. They look like they could be pulled out. I don't know if it could pick locks, if they're some kind of projectile, or they knit a fucking sweater. I have no idea what they can do. That is definitely an interesting concept within the costume itself. A couple days back, Matt Reeves gave us the Batmobile. No, Furious family. I don't know. A lot of people making Fast and Furious jokes about it. I made a Fast and Furious joke about it because it does look Fast and Furious. Definitely has the muscle car look, which I actually love. Some people are griping on it. You know, it just looks like a car. This basically tells us this is practical Batman. The suit's not necessarily engineered by an R&D department with millions of dollars behind it. It seems to be more engineered by Bruce Wayne himself. Hey, if you're gonna have a Batmobile and you're not gonna have a bunch of money to have like a Tumbler or any other types of cars, this is what you would do. You'd convert a muscle car. One of the things that's kind of funny is that this Batmobile has a door. Yes, the old Adam West version had a door, but this actually still has a roof. So it's gonna be kind of weird if he hits his ears on the way in.
Move this man!
Definitely not the type of car that you just jump in and go, unlike the other Batmobiles, which always had a sliding roof type mechanism. And as we can see in these set photos, the cowl now is present. It's pretty short ears, maybe medium-sized ears. They're not too long, but they're definitely not that short compared to the Affleck version. But we definitely get an idea now of the cowl, and honestly, the cowl is not much different than what we saw on those set ones. It might look a little bit different, obviously, in post, because they might do some tweaks there. This could be just for comfort at this point. But I believe now, due to these set photos, looking at them very carefully, I think we have now confirmed that this is in the 90s because it looks like Batman has cargo pants. Not positive, but those don't quite look like your traditional Batman suit pants. For the most part, those look like regular pants. So again, the practical Batman. It's definitely what they're trying to hammer home. Nolan really tried to delve into that realistic world. Well, it looks like Reeves is going even realer and also making him super practical at the same time. Everything seems to be more attuned to what an actual person can perform. Unlike in The Dark Knight, it also kind of shows that it wouldn't be so obvious it's Bruce Wayne around there in a tumbler. Some of my high could be from the fact that Ford v Ferrari is one of my favorite movies recently. I've watched it multiple times. So to see a high performance muscle car being the Batmobile just kind of gets me all giddy. And I just picture and hear those sounds from Ford v Ferrari. So get someone from there to do your sound mixing or sound editing to get this baby purring. We even have Commissioner Gordon himself, Jeffrey Wright, saying, "Wait till you hear it," with a squirting emoji, shocked face emoji. That tells me this baby is gonna purr, and I can't wait for that. Not a super big gearhead, but man, I love the sound of a motor burning up gasoline. And of course, some of the Fast and Furious jokes going around were pretty entertaining. We made one as well. You know, you just have fun with it. I don't see why we can't just have fun making some jokes about things. Obviously, the Bat and the Furious is one. Boss Logic even throwing his 2 cents in, saying in a tweet, they took away his family, now he will take away their lives with justice. Bat logo hanging from the rearview mirror, and of course, a sleeveless Batman.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
The one thing about this Batmobile tells me it's built for speed and handling, because when we went to the WB studio tour, the woman operating the studio tour actually told us like Snyder's one only goes to like 30 miles an hour, maybe a little bit more. It has a very small engine in it. The Tumbler could go up to about 50 or 60, which is kind of odd to me because that was at least like a car than any of them. This though looks like it's built to go fast, and it's built to be loud, and it's built to handle. So I think we're gonna see some amazing, amazing things with this car. I hope it lives up to these expectations. Even though I think the cowl is kind of ugly, it's not a deal breaker. So far, I'm liking the Batmobile in 3/4 of the suit so far.
And then sue me for this, smoke bomb!
Now this might get into some spoilers, so if you want to back out now, that's pretty much the end of this video. I just want to talk about one more picture that was leaked and talk about some of the possible rumors for the movie as well. Now this photo leaked a while back, and we never really pushed too much on it because there was signs that WB were pulling down people's channels for it. There's a person with like a bag over their head, it looks like they're obviously very dead, and written on their face is "No More Lies." Now Lantern2814 did a video on this, and he speculated Hush could be possibly part of this. Now that was originally somewhat my thought, but I kind of pictured that WB and Matt Reeves may not go that route because he's not a very well-known villain. And it seemed like for a little bit they were trying to go for the mainstream villains when you hear some of the cast. When you hear Catwoman, the Riddler, and Penguin, it looks like you're trying to aim towards that mainstream appeal. Could Hush be the secret villain behind the curtain though? Of course, Twitter being Twitter, it's about 99% wrong, 1% almost right. But here is a rumor. The Batman saying Bruce has only dealt with a few crime families and the Penguin. The Riddler is the main villain of the movie. If you kind of know anything about the Hush story, you know, Riddler's very essential to that. Now, something that I was kind of thinking was if Riddler is the main villain of the movie and maybe they have another pocket villain off to the side, that could be Hush. And I was even wondering, could they span it out throughout the trilogy? Could he be like the Darth Vader of the Batman and just go all the way through the trilogy with that big final conflict happening at the end of the third movie? DC isn't really doing connected universes anymore, but doing a connected Batman movie where every domino follows to something, that would be kind of cool. And I would like to see a big climactic thing possibly in this trilogy. Maybe that's anticipating too much. Maybe it'll just be one and done in the movie and we'll move on probably to the Joker in the second one. But I found that to be an interesting and plausible idea. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about the Batman and the Batmobile. And if you did make it to the end of this possible Hush theory, does it sound interesting to you? Would you like to see Hush maybe be the background villain throughout the trilogy and end with the third movie? A big climactic ending with Hush? So tell me in the comments below what you guys think of the Batman. Are you excited? Is the anticipation building up more and more? Or do you just not care? Let me know in the comments. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.